Hi, my people. Good afternoon. I'm not quite awake yet. I've had a little bit of coffee, but I really wanted to get this shadow work, video out. I've been meaning to do it for days, and it seemed like a very daunting task because there's so much of it, and I may explain too much, but if I didn't answer something, please leave a comment. And of course, every time you watch my video, share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel. But okay, so shadow work. This is it's kind of a heavy topic, and I've actually started other videos talking on the same subject, and I had to get rid of them. Okay, let's just shake it out. Shake it out. Okay, so shadow work. In a nutshell, it's pretty much doing the work on yourself to discover what influences or programs are operating on you that are no longer serving your best interests. So if you're walking around triggered all the time, like if people are upsetting you really easily, you get angry, super angry, like not even just mildly irritated, but super angry at something. Or, someone says something and it feels like a punch in the stomach, like you're hurt. You want to examine those things, because to walk around reacting like that all over the place does not serve you. The universe and God, I believe, meant us to walk around free and joyful and at peace and in loving compassion. And so if you're not feeling the joy and peace and loving compassion, you might have a lot of old programs. There's another belief I subscribe to. It's called the spiritual axiom. That whenever some person, place, thing, or institution affects us or disturbs us, that really the disturbance lies within myself. And it's up to me to find out why. And so in order to find out what shadow work you need to do, I suggest keeping like a little piece of paper and a pen with you, wherever you are, wherever you go, whatever you do. And every time you're angry, hurt, upset, find yourself judging, like, oh, I don't want to be like that person. Or, oh, the person's such an idiot. Anything other that's having an effect on you, write it down. See what it's all about. And the way you can see what it's all about is journaling. Like, take one of those instances, for example. Oh, my nail looked dirty. Yeah. See where, like, for instance, what's a good example? A hard breakup. Yes, the breakup can be painful. But what I found out later of why that breakup was so damaging to me was because I had a program in me that, one, I needed a man to save me. Because I needed saving. That was one of the old programs. Two, that I couldn't trust myself or my intuition. And that was the most painful of all. And I learned that those were lies I was telling myself that protected me before. But now they weren't serving me anymore. So I learned they were lies, and I learned, one, I can completely take care of myself. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, everything. And two, that I can trust myself, and my intuition is very fucking spot on. But I'll choose to lie to myself sometimes in order to get what I want. So, like that took a lot. Okay, that took a lot of shadow work. And the idea of shadow work came from, there's a lot of ancient cultures that believe that when we go through a very harsh experience, a trauma, or even just have these programs, that our soul leaves us and that we're left on autopilot. And the autopilot, I want to say, usually is the ego and these old programs to protect us that we build up around ourselves. And they're like these structures that we need to break down to see what's really going on, right? There was some meme I posted, and it showed like a dude, and there was like the first picture had him, and he was like angry, and then it removed his face, and inside was this crouching little sad child. Because usually fear masquerades as anger. Most of the time, there are a lot of emotions that is masquerading fear. And fear usually is an inner child issue, a fear that we learned from our basic growing period, right? From our parents, from just things we picked up as kids. And a lot of time, childhood is very subjective. Our understanding of what our world is very subjective. Like, we didn't know the whole truth, so we picked up this story and we told ourselves that. Like, one of mine was, "You're not lovable," which that affected me like really deeply for years. And the truth was, I was given a lot of love, but to make sense of some of the situations I was put in, it was easier to tell myself, "You're not loved and you're not lovable." So, something going on outside. Craziness, because then my cat goes, and I noticed that. Anyway, so those are old programs, and that's shadow work. And so keep a journal of where you're affected, okay? When you're affected, what's going on, the date. I think that's a really good place to start to see. And then when you're ready to do some writing, sit down and write where that comes from and what that reminds you of. What does it remind you of? There's also meditation. You can do meditation. There are also crystals you can use, specific crystals to help with uncovering and discarding. And there's herbs. Meditation was like a really strong one for me. And the writing it out, just down to the root cause. So if you're willing to like sit quietly, meditation helped me in terms of sometimes I'd have a vision come up or a memory, and I'd have such a strong reaction to it, and I'd just cry and cry. And if you need someone to like help you through it, talk to a friend. Or you could even email me or leave a comment. A lot of times it's hard for us to see ourselves, So the crystals that can help you are malachite. See malachite? It's very beautiful. It's a green stone. I can't see if you can see it's green. And then there's like these striations of lighter green. It's kind of like a green. It's kind of like turquoise in the way of like how it's, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there, you can see the little like concentric circles. It's kind of like that. So malachite is it's like connected to your heart chakra, your heart and throat chakras. Okay, and I took notes on my crystals because I just know how they make me feel, but to explain them to you, here. Look into the malachite. No. And it's good for deep energy clearing and transformation. And it recognizes power. So you want to, you can hold this while you're meditating. You can put it on your heart chakra, which is here, or your throat chakra. Green calcite, which I was amazed I had all these. I'm like, well, I guess you've been doing shadow work. Green calcite. It's very cool looking. See how pretty it is? You can't even tell how pretty it is in this light. Like, it's so much there. That's kind of a good, but it's like this greeny color. I wonder if I change the light. Anyway, this is a soft light. So this is green calcite. It's like this green, and then it's clear. It kind of has this clear at the top, and it's a little shiny, and then it has at the bottom. See, there's like the little. So that's green calcite. That's also connected to the heart chakra. And And it's a healing stone and encourages forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others. I got this visiting Alma one time. She's one of my gurus. And I saw this and I was just like, oh, I need it. Stones call to you. That's why I suggest purchasing them in person rather than online. And then also make sure they're sustainably sourced. You don't want like a very sad like story about how you got some stones from people who were just totally exploited. That puts bad negative energy on those stones. Another reason to buy in person so you can feel the energy. So you can hold them. Okay. Citrine. This is citrine. See, this one is shaped with like, it's a little broken. I'm bad. I break them sometimes. So this is citrine. It's clear. I can't tell if you can see. Can you see? You're just getting reflection of my big bad light. But see, it's clear. And this shape is supposed to make the energy go up. It's a lot like an amethyst where you can kind of see inside them. Can you see the amethyst? See inside, you can kind of, I guess not. You can kind of see inside them, but this is the citrine, so it's a little darker. You can always ask for citrine too. So citrine is connected with your solar plexus, which is down here, your solar plexus chakra. And it is self-healing and self-improving and is a stone for abundance and truth. It says understanding truth and then self-healing. That's a good one. This is a really good one for shadow work. Then we have the black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. These are really cool. See these striations? They kind of remind me of like when the basalt, like in caves and stuff. So see there, this is rough. It's like ridgy. They're ridgy. And it's kind of shiny. So this is a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline rids negative energy and also it's like a clearing. And this is connected to our base chakra, like our root chakras. Okay? Hi. Elizabeth wants some action here. Elizabeth is my cat, in case you didn't know. She's very bossy, little bitchy cat. And then, of course, amethyst. Amethyst is a clearing stone. We love it. It's purple. I love amethyst. So it's clearing, and you know, it's also helping you to aid and get rid of those bad programs. I said bad, but you know, like programs that don't serve you anymore. So we want things that serve us. Some candles. You can do candle magic. You can light a candle and maybe ask for clarity and understanding of what is working on you. So white candles are used for clarity. Actually, white candles you can use for anything. I'm just going to tell you. You use white for anything, but specifically for clarity and purification. Black candles are generally for releasing, and then yellow candles are for dispelling negativity, which that's really good because yellow reminds me of the yellow chakra, which is right here in your solar plexus. And that's where we hold a lot of negative beliefs about ourselves. Some herbs, so you can light a candle and like ask for clarification of things you need to work on or why this upsets you, and then do some, you know, journaling. Excuse me. You can do some journaling and try and understand how that's operating on you. Some herbs, burning sage. I mean, it's clearing. It removes toxicity and negativity, of course. Lavender is very healing and peaceful. And eucalyptus is cleansing and strengthening. So you can either use these as like aromatics. You can burn sage. Eucalyptus, I don't think as much. I think like putting eucalyptus in the shower is really great. I have a eucalyptus spray that I love in the shower and just inhaling it. It's very invigorating. And then lavender, you can always make like lavender teas or a lavender oil, or you can purchase these. There's some really cool witchy Etsy shops. I don't make like teas and oils. I do like Mojo bags, which you can use my Mojo bags. I have one for like peace and healing, and also for protection and blessing. There's two different ones. Also for self-love. Self-love is so amazing in doing your shadow work. I have more love for myself than I've ever had in my whole life. Okay, so I just wanted to, after going through those, I just want to tell you, like, shadow work is the most fulfilling thing you can do for yourself. Has given me so much peace, joy, love, and compassion in my life for everyone, even people I should hate, or groups of people, or, you know, things that someone would say, how could you not hate that? I'd be like, because I get it. I get it. Like, I get we're all on a journey. Everyone is just a different aspect of myself. And we're all one consciousness, trying to live as high vibrationally as possible. But some of us are stuck in our old programs and our old beliefs that, you know, I don't believe anger. I feel like anger and hate is a weakness, and it's counterproductive to our life and our being. So as long as I can stay in love, I mean, don't fuck with me either, but like, as long as I can stay in love, like, I am so happy. And then, you know, sometimes I just don't participate with things that things or people that cause that I know are sitting in their old programs. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. This is kind of a long video too. Sorry about that. But it's very fulfilling. And if you can be courageous enough to look within yourself, to look within those shadows, into that darkness, and bring it in to who you are, to like, to see that there's not like a bad side of you. There's just old ideas that need to be let go of. I think that's the most courageous thing a person can do in their lives. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for listening. I hope I helped you in some way. And I'll be doing the chakra clearing video next. Okay? Love you. Bye.